Hey, so today I am going to be talking to you about Gran Turismo 7 and also will they have rally racing? Rally racing is a huge part of Gran Turismo and actually one of my favorite parts of Gran Turismo, and it always has been, especially since I started playing the series since Gran Turismo 3, and I absolutely loved rally racing, even though back then we never had steering wheels. At least I didn't. I know there was some. But this is a question that many have been asking. Will there be rally racing in Gran Turismo 7? We don't know. However, some of the cars that we seen in the trailer, according to what I've been really thinking about, stuff like the NSX that I've heard some people saying that they seen in the background in some of the trailers. I personally didn't, but again, some people have. Tells me that there might be rally racing. Now you're saying, okay, well, the NSX, that's not a rally car. Well, actually it is in Gran Turismo Sport. You can actually use it for a rally car. And that just tells me right there that there is a chance of there being rally racing in the game just because there's a four-wheel drive car. However, we don't know as of yet. But I really doubt that they would leave that out. That's not something that they would just by chance leave out of the game. There's a really good reason why they would have that in the game, and that is because a lot of people enjoy it, and it is a pretty large portion of the game. They even, when Gran Turismo Sport came out, that was even a massive thing that they were pushing, because one of the events that they had before the game was even launched had rally racing. So I really doubt that they would actually leave rally racing out of Gran Turismo 7. Now, for those who are stuck underneath the rock, Gran Turismo 7 is the newest game that Gran Turismo, or that PlayStation 5 is going to have eventually. We don't know if it's going to be a launch title or not, but we're kind of hoping that it is. And business-wise, in my mind, I would personally think that it should be a launch title, or at least launched in around the December area, maybe a few weeks after the PlayStation, but that would be a huge miss financially if they were to skip that date. Think about it. PlayStation 5 is being launched just before Christmas. They're doing that, obviously, they're not waiting until January because, of course, that's Christmas. That's Black Friday. Those are massive shopping times. And believe me, if they were really looking financially to make an impact, which they have not had a Gran Turismo game for a very, very long time, they're going to want to have a launch title Gran Turismo. So from those business side of things, I'm saying that there's going to be a Gran Turismo before Christmas, and I'm also saying that there will be rally racing in Gran Turismo 7. Really quickly, if you're hearing little small whistles in the background, that's my pet birdie. His name is Bugs, named after Bugs Bunny. You might be able to hear him. He's enjoying me talking in the living room instead of me being in my studio in the basement. He's a funny little birdie. But anyways, these are my thoughts. Yes, there's going to be rally racing. But the next question is, what are some of the cars that we should be expecting? Now, for number one, my favorite car in the game right now for Gran Turismo Sport is the Mustang. I really love the Mustang. I might be impartial because I own a Mustang, but I really love rally racing with the Mustang that they've got in the game. I actually have a gold chrome paint package on mine. However, at the same time, what are some of the cars we'll probably see? Mustang, for one. That's a major car that a lot of people use. Now, another car that we'll probably see is a lot of the Subarus. We will probably see maybe a Ford Focus. A new one I would doubt because Ford doesn't make cars anymore, but probably an older version of the Focus, maybe a couple of Hondas, and then we're going to see a couple of imports as well. And like high-end Mercedes imports. I wouldn't be surprised if they would leave any of those out, because Mercedes and them are quite high up in the rally racing scene, at least over in Europe. Ford pretty well dominates, in my opinion, North America. So these are some of the cars that I would expect to see. Some of the cars that I would really love to see is the Escudo Pikes, Suzuki Escudo Pikes car. That would be really cool to see. And I'm going to be making a video on that soon as well, as one of the cars that I would really like to see coming in the future. And then I'm going to be talking about tracks as well in the future, what I'd like to see. But one of the rally tracks that I just have a personal feel of just wanting to see, and that is the Dakar Rally race. Now, I don't think the Dakar has ever been in Gran Turismo. However, if they're trying to go with FIA and more of an international feel to the game, then there probably won't be the Dakar Rally, but I would really love to see the Dakar Rally. It's a really long race. It'd be probably in the endurance races. But let's just think about it. They've got Ford Raptors already in the game. That would fit really well, especially if you could really pick a car. And obviously the Dakar Rally is quite long, so you would have to try and work on your gas mileage, and which is something that we already do in the game when you're doing those endurance style races online. They really want you to focus on your gas mileage and really plan on your refills. So that would actually be kind of cool if they were to add in a very long race like the Dakar. Now, in this race right here, I'm actually using not my Mustang. In this race, I'm actually using a true rally car. However, that's just because I was having issues for some reason with the Mustang on this track, and it doesn't seem to do all that well, at least with my driving ability on this track. I was using a totally different car. Now, there would be an interesting portion if they were to actually have, we all see like in Gran Turismo Sport where they have the manufacturers' cups and all that. It would be kind of cool if they added in a certain segment for only rally racing as well. And I would personally really love to see a few more tournaments popping up here and there, and seeing maybe if they could do, maybe not a specific area, because obviously we've got that whole coronavirus thing going on right now, but if they were to add in, maybe have a location somewhere that everyone races on that track and tries to get the top time, that would be kind of cool as well. Now, when we get the PlayStation 5 on this channel, we're going to be really working on, if there is Gran Turismo, then 100% we're going to be running that a lot. NBA 2K is going to be a huge game as well, so look forward to that. I'll let you watch the rest of this race. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.